Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm talking about a pen that I shortly mentioned in a different video, and that was my currently inked. And specifically the pen is the Moonman C3. And without further ado, let's switch a shot and go look at it. Alright, here we are with the Moonman C3. A pen that I've shown in a currently inked, but not otherwise yet. And it is a very nice flat top pen. It was not very expensive. I think I didn't pay over $12 for it. So it's a very affordable, I would say, starter pen. It's cartridge converter, and possibly I think you can eyedropper this pen. However, I don't go through ink that fast, so I feel no need to eyedropper it. It has a screw cap, and what I found interesting about this screw cap, and which I really like, is that the screws for the mechanism, so the, come on, focus camera, the screw cap mechanism are near the nib and not necessarily near where you grip the pen. So if you look at this, there's the threads, and then it screws in there and not around here, which is an interesting situation in my opinion, and I really like that. It's a good idea to do that. Unless you're a very front gripper, then it's not nice, but I'm not a super fronty gripper. Now, there is no cap band to speak of, no specific metal trim around here anywhere, and then there is no clip. And I know this looks like it could be a clip, but it's actually a roll stop, so it doesn't do anything. It has the Majon imprint on there, but it doesn't function anything other than as a roll stop. The converter comes with the pen, and just works as a normal converter. This is a very tight screw on, so eyedroppering is definitely possible, and there's also an O-ring, so they do think, the makers do think you should probably eyedropper it. But yeah, converter is functional and works as it should. Nib, it's a very small nib, and it's kind of generic, right? It does say Moonman on there, but it reminds me of the iridium point nibs that you used to see on a lot of Chinese pens. Now, the writing experience is fine. It's not special. I'll show you in a second. And I wish this would have been a silver toned nib, because this tiny piece of hardware is silver colored. The converter is silver colored. Only the nib is gold toned, right? It would have been a nice touch if that was also just silver, or the rest of the trim that was metal was gold, but alas, no. Now this pen is not a very big pen, right? It's very light, and I would say very usable. This is going to be my work pen after my summer break ends. However, posting it, I would not say is recommended. I don't even think they mean for you to post this, right? It's possible if you just push the cap on, but I really don't think it's meant to be posted. But if you want to, I guess you do you. But I'm not gonna do it. All in all, I think $12 is not a bad price for this pen. I also don't think I would pay that much more. In a similar price range, you have the Pilot Kakuno, and I grabbed this to show you a size comparison. And it's fairly similar. Kakuno is a little bit shorter, and the thing about the Kakuno is it has a triangular grip section, so not everyone likes that. This is a rounded grip section, but for starters, and if you're looking for a starter pen, it might be easier to have the Kakuno with that triangular grip. Also, the Kakuno is not, Pilot Kakuno is not eyedropperable, so but I just wanted to show you a size comparison. I can also grab a TWSBI Eco really quickly, and you'll see that those sizes are also not very different, but the Moonman is definitely a little bit smaller, right? It's a little bit shorter. It feels thinner. It feels much lighter than the Eco, and the Eco is not a heavy pen. Of course, if you eyedropper it, it might have a little more weight to it, but it still won't be an amazing amount. All right, let me actually write with this. Also, let me find out what ink I have in here because I have literally no idea. It is Bloody Absinthe. And yes, I love going back to my old writing samples to make sure that I know what's in here. All right, this is a Moonman / Mahjong C3, and I'd say this is a fine nib. It is a smooth nib, like I have no complaints about that. It is stiff. I would not push this nib. It's not made to be pushed. Of course, since it's cheap, I wouldn't worry about it too much, but these nibs are not made to be flexed or even pushed, right? Ink is Diamine, Bloody Absinthe, which is a nice lovely dark green with some sheen, some red sheen. As you guys know, I love sheen. But yeah, all in all, a very pleasant writer, and something that I will bring to work without any hesitation because it's quite low key. It's not this TWSBI Eco that has all the marbling effect, or like the red dot or the red top. It's very understated, and I like that. I think it looks good. And it's a pen that I don't have to worry about. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this. Hope it was informative. If you have any questions, leave them down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye.